All right, so we did the first and second parts of the Lygia Clark exercises. We did the two-dimensional stuff. We did those painting-like exercises where we did the construction papers. But today we're going to do something three-dimensional, which is probably even more interesting than that stuff. What she tends to do is make three-dimensional pieces that move. And by making a move, it allows for the audience, whoever sees it, the viewer, to change the art piece and be active participating in the art making, which is something that towards the end of her life she was a lot more interested in. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting this cardboard because I'm going to make this into a three-dimensional widget that moves back and forth. So I've cut it. Now when you're cutting cardboard, you have to realize that you have to cut way down here in the bottom. Don't try to cut with the tips because you can't cut it with the tips. It will not cut with the tips. So you're going to go ahead and cut these things, and you want them so that they sort of match up, you know. So this means that this flap where these two things are going to come together are going to like this, okay? Now, I got some new tape here. Please don't waste it. I bought it with my own money, and I'm trying to just make the class best as I can, but I'm not unlimited in the supplies. Now, I'm gonna show you how to rip a piece of tape. You take both your thumbs together, and then you pull apart from each other like that, all right? Now I'm gonna take this. That saves you a lot of time. I left a little bit of space in between there, so it's more likely to bend. All right, you go around like this and like that, and by going all the way around, now if you don't leave space in between it, it won't do this very well. So this doesn't fit on either side, so I'm not gonna put it in. This doesn't either, so I'm gonna have to get one that does. All right, that one does. Make this on the back. Now some of them have tape, and so this is just like scrap cardboard, nothing big. And I'm gonna take this, and I can see that that's kind of where I gotta cut it. All right, so I'm gonna be adding parts to it like this. And the idea is to add a whole bunch of them together, and then you'll look something like Lygia Clark stuff. See how I left a little bit of, that way it'll bend back and forth with no problem. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but I'm in this corner here. I think going around the corner might be better. So we'll cut it right here and then go around the corner like that. So now I have another thing. The whole idea is that you can now move this in different ways. And it should kind of stay, you know, like this and like this. The more things you add, really, the more interesting it is. Like I can add that there. That looks like it almost fits. Something like this. Maybe a little space in there. I do it on both sides, or else the tape is going to pick up a lot of gunk on the other side. And now I have another set. Maybe it goes like this. We used to do this with styrofoam, and it was a little bit better, but we don't get a lot of scrap styrofoam anymore since we stopped using them for lunch things. So anyhow, that is kind of the idea, and we're going to put out the best ones for our art night. And put away. So if you put a whole bunch of stuff together, these could look really big. Really good. If you just do a couple little things like this, I think that, you know, I'm going to really decide which ones I think are really worthy of putting out there. We want good examples for everybody, and I'm sure that you all are capable of doing whatever you want to do. So anyhow, that's Lygia Clark. This is 3 dimensions. This is audience participation and making differences, really allowing the audience to make these what they want out of them. And I think that allowing the viewer to be part of the artistic process is something that's pretty important in art these days. Thanks.